Puddle Potters. So end of week 1 wrap up. What did we go through? Well, last week we had the intro with Michael Bacco and got to meet different groups of people. Bacco gave us a rundown on how it's going to run for the next 8 weeks. And then we broke out into little huddles just to meet and greet different peoples and introduce ourselves and what we want to get out of the course. And after that, we got our homework on the Saturday, and it was all about going through an audit and looking at where you are now, what systems and tools do you automatically use as with your brain pathways at the moment. So you're walking around, you're lying in bed, and then you get this idea that comes up, and you go, shit, I want to action that later, or I want to research that topic. Where do you put it? Well, for me, I throw it into Bear, and that's something that I really enjoy using as a really clean user experience. And then I need to kind of go through and groom that later on to make sure I'm not just throwing things in there, not actually actioning them. And then we went on to, a full brain pathways of all these different scenarios and what that activation in your brain is. And it got me really thinking about, all right, I've kind of tried this system and then this system and this process for this scenario. So one of them, for example, is like if you got to buy something, you got to buy a grocery item. So for me, I'm running out of coconut oil. P.S. Use coconut oil over olive oil. It has a higher smoke point. And you go, okay, I need that. For me, I throw it into things and I tag it with groceries. So according to the getting things done methodology, when I'm out and about, I can look up, oh yeah, I'm at the grocery store. What do I need to buy? Punch in groceries, and then coconut oil pops up. But I guess for me, the improvement is to kind of use less tags. I think I try and categorize everything, and then I'm, if I'm at the Rebel Sport, I'm like, well, what do I punch in for that? I don't want to tag that's just for Rebel Sport. I want something that's kind of like for the shops, and I can look up just for the shops. I don't want to have like grocery store, shoes shop, sports shop, the Harris Farm or Coles, and too much delineation between them. I want just, I guess, the shops and those kind of different categories. And then the other thing for me was when I want to listen to something, I've got time to listen or something, I put podcasts in like YouTube videos in different places, but I feel like you either can read something or you can listen to something, because you can, most of the YouTube stuff you don't actually need to watch. It's kind of the audio is enough. So I was having that one source where you capture everything to reflect on. So for me, the things that I want to change is actually in things. I want to set up, like, instead of waiting for a whole week and then it gets too stressful and you're like, stuff it, I'm not going to do it, my inbox is way over full, to do a quick little wrap up. I put a thing into my calendar, 7:30 each night, do a 5-10 minute wrap up in things and reprioritize for the next day. That's something that I want to change. And then in our group session, Hunter x Hunter huddle, we went through, had a good discussion around the different tools that we use and how we use them. And I think that it was great that we kind of thought about, hey, if I've got something in my inbox and I need to action it, does it stay in my inbox? And when I come back to my inbox, I flag it to be actioned? Or when is it big enough of an action item to go into, say, my Trello to action that later on? So that's something that we talked about, and we kind of want to get your input on too. So yeah, got homework coming out in a couple of days for week 2. Excited to continue on. And yeah, for now, got to rejig my things each day. So thank you.